Hi, my name is Yessenia Cux. I am a rising senior at UCLA and I live in South Central Los Angeles. I am originally from Guatemala. I came here 5 years ago. I was 16 when I decided to come to the United States. I remember telling my parents about my decision. They were against it because I was only 16 and I never traveled outside of Guatemala, nor even outside of from Totonicapan. And they told me that I was very young, but seeing everything that was happening in Guatemala, there was a lot of poverty, there was a lot of lack of opportunities, especially for women, because women were expected to bear children at a very young age, and they were expected to be in the kitchen and being housewife. I said to myself, or I thought that I wanted to do something else. I wanted to prove to my community, to my parents, and even to Guatemala that we have the power to pursue our dreams and not only being housewife or not only getting married or bear children, but also develop yourself in something professional. And that's what I wanted to do. I came to the United States as an unaccompanied minor. I remember that was the most challenging and impactful experience of my life. I remember we crossed the river. It was at 2 in the morning on a Sunday. We crossed the river, and I remember hearing stories about how people from the US would put like animals in the river so they would eat us and we wouldn't cross the border and things like that. And I was panicking when I was crossing the river. And once we crossed and we enter US soil, I remember we were caught by ice and we were taken into the refrigerator. The refrigerator is like a punishment for crossing the border illegally. And I remember seeing a lot of women, pregnant women, children. Most of the children were crying because the room was very cold. And I realized that I was living in a bubble where all I can see was myself and my family and my community. And I thought that all I was facing was that was the worst, but that wasn't it, because there were so many people who have faced even worse situations than how I lived in Guatemala. All of the experiences that I've been through motivated me to become an immigration attorney, and that's why I want to work for my community. And one of my desires is to offer free legal services, even maybe create a non-profit just as Avance Latino. I am part of Centro de Vida Victoriosa. It's an amazing church located in East LA. And the pastor, Carlos Rincon, contacted me and told me about this great opportunity to be part of Ideal Wealth Academy, which is a program within the big umbrella of Avance Latino. And he told me about the opportunities I could obtain from this program, the resources they had, and I thought it was a really good opportunity, and I became part of Avance Latino. Avance Latino has played a very important role in helping me understand how to navigate the resources I have available to me. I remember we cover a variety of topics: finance, budgeting, how to create an emergency fund. I also remember we learned about the ways or routes you can take to go or attend a 4-year university, ways on how to pay for college. Most of this information, or most of the information we learn, are usually not taught in school. And I believe it's very important to have this type of information available, especially to students who are first generation in their family, to attend a 4-year university or college or pursue higher education. I remember that one of the workshops that really stood out to me, I mean, all of them were really great, but one of the workshops that stood out to me was how to create a resume, how to build your resume, how to boost your resume. I remember the people who were leading the workshop, they were very knowledgeable about the topic, and they share a lot of their great tips, and they even talked about how to be strong in an interview, how to be confident in an interview. And I remember I was telling myself, well, you don't have any professional job related experience. I used to sell oranges on the street. I used to clean offices. The last job that I had was work at a restaurant at UCLA. So I didn't really have any professional job experience. And that was one of the things that was bothering me, because I said to myself, okay, I need to find a job where I can find that type of experience. But after that workshop, I realized that I don't have to work at a professional job to obtain work ethic, to obtain determination, and all of the transferable skills. And that workshop really empower me. So it was a Saturday in the morning, and after that, I remember I started to work on a resume that I had. I add all those the tips that they gave us. I highlighted my transferable skills, and then after that, I realized, well, I think I am a good candidate, even though I don't have experience. My work ethic, my determination, and all of the skills that I have learned in these different jobs can help me become a good candidate for a position. And I was very confident about myself. A couple of days after, I received a phone call from one of my friends at UCLA, and she said, Yessenia, my mom works at a law firm, and they have an open position to become a litigation support. And I don't know, maybe you want to be part of it, and I know you work so hard, but they need your resume right away. And I was like, oh my God, how God works, because I was just working on it, and she was like, you need to send your resume right away. So I sent my resume, and maybe 1 or 2 days after that, they called me. Guess what? It was the interview over the phone, right on the spot. And I was like, But then I was like, okay, Yessenia, you went over this during the workshop. Be confident. Show them who you are and why they should hire you. At first, I was a little bit nervous, but then I felt like I was rocking it. And this lady told me, okay, I think you're the perfect candidate. And she gave me the job right on the spot. And she told me, okay, they're gonna contact you to send you the job offer. And I was very happy. And I wanted to yell at the moment, but I was like, okay, be professional. And having programs like Avance Latino really changes life, because I have no role models, and I have no one to go to when it comes to academia or professional job related stuff. Avance Latino is not only about the workshop or the topics that we cover, but it was also about the family that we created, the community that we created. It was I know it was a workshop based system, but to me, I saw it more like a conversation on a Saturday with your family. It was like that. I felt like they were my family. I had the opportunity to share some of my experiences. They will always tell me, oh, Yesenia es la única que va a college. Like, it made me feel really, my ego. And I just wanted to thank everyone who's in Avance Latino and everyone who's creating Avance Latino, who's making it run, because it's such a blessing to have a program just like Avance Latino, Ideal Wealth Academy. Everyone who created this program, I'm pretty sure they created a program that blesses lives of many students and their family as well. Para quien sea que vaya a ver este video, si algún día piensas que es imposible, si algún día piensas que todo está en contra de ti, déjame decirte que yo soy la prueba viviente de que eso no es cierto. Yo llegué a este país sin nada más que un deseo de convertirme en alguien en la vida, con el deseo de convertirme en una abogada de inmigración, con el deseo de salir adelante, y esa motivación siempre estuvo ahí alentándome. Dios siempre estuvo también conmigo, motivándome en cada momento. Dios siempre puso personas en mi camino, y yo solo quiero dejarte saber que todo es posible cuando realmente quieres conseguir algo. Cuando tienes un sueño, aférrate a ese sueño y continúa trabajando día a día por ese sueño, porque al final del día siempre va a haber una recompensa. Algo que me ayudó mucho a mí es siempre hacer las cosas que los demás no querían hacer. Yo siempre estaba dispuesta a correr esa milla extra para sobresalir, para salir adelante. Y eso me ayudó y al principio yo sentí que todo era imposible, pero poco a poco me di cuenta que nada es imposible cuando realmente queremos cumplir algo. I remember once I got accepted into UCLA, and especially once I got the full ride scholarship. When I got the when I learned about it, I remember that I wanted to share this happiness with my family. So I told them, and I called them and told them about this great achievement. And they didn't understand what UCLA meant or what a full ride scholarship was, but they always supported me, and they were like, ves mija que le estás echando ganas, qué bueno que estás haciendo todo esto y sigue le echando ganas. And that was how they reacted to that. Avance Latino para mí significa una comunidad que está siempre al servicio de los demás para que podamos desarrollarnos y demostrar al mundo que los latinos tenemos todo el poder para ser alguien en la vida, para contribuir con el desarrollo, no solo de Estados Unidos, pero a nivel mundial también.